Yes, the next topic we are going to discuss about the format for balance sheet. In the previous session, we discussed about preparation of income statement, and I have explained the format for P&L account, that is income statement. Now, I am going to explain about the format for position statement. What is that position statement? It is in simple terms. Position statement means balance sheet. See, basically, you're all well aware that what are the content of the balance sheet, what it contains, right? Balance sheet that contains assets and liabilities. Let us take the asset side. In asset side, we are having two major categories. One is fixed assets and another one is current assets. This is the normal category in asset side of the balance sheet. A slight change in this, instead of that fixed assets, we are calling here it is non-current assets. So in general, we are taking it in the form of current assets and non-current assets, right? Current item and non-current item. What is that non-current item? There is no change in the content of a non-current item, right? Similar thing only what we had in fixed assets in the normal balance sheet. The non-current item that consists of fixed assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, capital work in progress, tangible assets under development, non-current investments, deferred tax assets, loans and advances, and other non-current assets. So in general, we can take that fixed assets, investments, and investments and other loans and advances, right? So these are the items we will have in balance sheet, asset side of the balance sheet. Then another one item is liability side. Liability side, we are going to see that the shareholder fund, share application money pending allotment. What is that shareholder fund? The fund enjoyed by the owner of the company. Owner of the company, in the sense, the owner of the companies are shareholders, right? The fund meant for the shareholder. What is that technically? Shareholder fund, in the sense, shareholder fund in the sense share capital plus reserves and surplus. Here we call it as shareholder fund, right? In another one area, that is in the management accounting ratio analysis. In case of ratio analysis, we are going to have the same item of a total of share capital plus reserves and surplus. We are going to have the same item in the on the term of uh, owner's equity, right? So here it is a shareholder fund, there we are going to call that as owner's equity. Okay, net worth. Okay, these are the synonyms for the term shareholder fund. Shareholder fund, technically speaking, it is share capital plus reserves and surplus. Then another one item we are having here, non-current liabilities. So very simple. In asset side, current assets, non-current assets. Here, current liability, non-current liability. What is that non-current liability? Non-current liability, which means long-term borrowing, deferred tax liabilities, long-term liabilities, other long-term provisions. These are the items coming under the category called non-current liability. Current liability, it's a very common term that you know very well. What is that current liability? Current liability is short-term borrowing, trade payables, current other current liabilities, short-term provisions. So any item which are meant for the short-term purpose is named as current item. Okay. So this is the content of the balance sheet. When we are solving the problem, you will get a clear idea about the items what I have explained now. See, simply if I am saying that shareholder fund, you may not get understand the clear meaning for that. So when we are solving the problem, you will get the clear idea right? So from next class onwards, we will work out the problem on final accounts.